by any means necessary.
Jermaine, what you like?
Marriage is honorable, and the bed is make it happen.
Jermaine, what you like about porn, man?
When you say what do I like about porn, I mean, are you the definition and how are you defining it, or I mean, are you looking at it as sex, or are you actually talking about just the fact of porn? Porn before used to be called watching a flick.
Yeah,
right.
And now they done made it porn, and sex is a subject that people don't want to talk about, but yet they want to have it.
Well, let me ask you a question. The people want to know. See, I'm like Geraldo Rivera. I ask the tough question. About how many times a week are you looking at porn?
Are you like I said, are you referring to the fact that me and my wife, I mean, we just had yesterday morning, and then I think it was like Tuesday morning, so that was like twice.
Well,
was you looking at it while you was doing it?
Yeah, right. I was looking at it. It was a beautiful sight to see. When God made sex, He made it brought down the best of them. Then it King David, all of them. It brought down the best of them, Doc. Yeah. So, but in reference to porn itself, as far as watching it, man, it's. How could I think about that? So I mean, I think the question could also go along the lines as far as let's talk about marriage. Okay, let's talk about the ones that are not married. How should they be engaged in watching porn? Let's talk about the desire, or do you have control over it? It's almost like somebody that's drinking alcohol that'll say alcohol is bad for you, but if I can control it, or you see what I'm saying? And that is based off the individual. That's why we,
Man, you all right, Jermaine? You taking a lot of deep breaths today, man.
Like you getting hot and horny already.
Hey, Jermaine, man.
Yeah, your boy tired. Your boy tired. I'm being politically correct with y'all. I'm damage control, trying to make sure that.
Yeah.
But nah, man, it's good. I'm tired.
Well, I looked up.
Beat me down.
I was earlier today. I had looked up some definitions of pornography, and one interesting one came up that I wrote down, and it is what is pornography? The word pornography is composed of two Greek words. The first is porny, meaning harlot, which is akin to the word porna, meaning to sell. The second word is graphing, meaning to write. In other words, pornography is literally the writing of harlots.
Cuz you want to chime in? I got my cousin on here with me today, man. Cuz you want to kind of chime in on this thing, man?
I mean, potato. I mean, you like I said, don't it go back to beauty is in the eyes of the beholder? It's all about what that individual see when he sees something, because all pornography is the same as sex. Is that right or wrong?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know what? I agree to a certain extent, because there was a verse in the Bible when Jesus said, if you look upon a woman with lust in your heart, you've already committed adultery. So mentally, I guess you have went to the level of sex. I also read that when you look at pornography, you are inviting other people into your bedroom,
and spirits too,
and that you're inviting other people in your bedroom, but they're not physically there, but mentally you're looking at something other than what it was meant, as being intimate with your wife. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I understand what you're saying, but I'm definitely gonna play the devil advocate on that, because I mean, think about it. What sex do to an individual when they are engaged in it? Okay, the thoughts that go through your head, the sensation of being out of the now. That's what it do. It takes you to another place, right?
Right.
So watching porn does not actually do that. It don't take you to another place as far as being engaged in the act.
In your mind, it does.
Yeah. I gotta agree with that, Jermaine, man. I tell you.
I mean, you
How-
ever looked at a chick and went to bed with her in your mind?
Well, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Exactly, but
Boy, Jermaine, you all right, boy? Man,
Yeah,
I might be called 911 out there in Texas for you right now, boy. God,
somebody walk by, man. I can't be saying those words.
Somebody walked
I'm
by.
outside,
You start looking at them. Was it a woman? Was it a female?
I hope it wasn't if somebody ain't walked by you pulling on that bug head while we talk about this porn. That's what that is. That's all that is, Jermaine. That's all that was, bro. It's all right.
Yeah, man.
So why you think Jesus went there? Why you think he addressed it on that note? As far as if you look at it,
I mean, because it's mental. Basically, what he's saying is that it's conceived in the mind first, and just like James said, your desires, your lust, you conceive it in your mind, you think on it, you dwell on it, and then you make it real because you done thought on it so much.
It manifests.
Yeah, till you done made a manifestation of it by going after it and actually engaging in it. But it started in the mind.
Yeah.
What, you went after the porn, the chick on the TV? I wish I could go after him again.
I mean, but that's where it starts at. You know, just like the temptation in the beginning of Adam and Eve. He created a picture, a seducing picture of the tree. Eve thought about it in her mind, and then she physically did the act of grabbing the fruit off the tree and eating it. So just think about, when you watching porn, it may start out calm, it may start out mild, but I think eventually it could lead to other things because you're creating visual images in your mind. So you wouldn't say that it all depends on the individual? Back to the alcohol thing. Some people socially drink. Some people are alcoholics and they definitely can't drink because they take it out of control. Is there the same thing in reference to watching porn? At some form or another, I think it is. I'm not necessarily saying it'll get you to the point the way you will go outside your marriage, because for years I had a lust issue. So you saying that I can drink and just don't get drunk, right? Well, if you just have one drink, and then also that depends on your tolerance level. One drink may put you over the top,
And also, Jermaine, it depends on how much food you eat. Back
to what I'm talking about. There you go. If you really glutton or not, I might could eat more than you could eat.
Exactly.
You can't eat as much as I can eat.
Yeah.
But same thing. That's why I'm just trying to say, ain't it going back to the individual? That's why when I even look at the scope of life and look at things that are going on and how people carry themselves different, the things that different people say, because people gonna speak to you based off of the knowledge that they done received. And they only can talk to you on the level that they own. That's why we're so intrigued about getting around people that we think that we smarter than and make ourselves look better than them because we appear to have more knowledge and wisdom than they have. But that was being said to say it's hard for us to. That's one reason that I like step back, because when it comes down to judging somebody, truly, the Father has the last say so. It's so much information, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, go ahead. Hello?
I don't know, man. I'm still here.
Yeah, he trying to justify the fact he still watch it.
Man, Jermaine, I was just sitting here thinking about something, Jermaine. While you at UPS delivering the packages, you looking at porn while you delivering them people packages? It's so, man, the people go fire the hell out you. They find out you doing that type of foolishness, man.
Well, see,
I can't download it on my phone. I gotta use my phone and go get to the next stop.
Well, me personally, I done had some experiences with it. As far as like, man, I'll watch something, somebody will send me something, and I mean, it's not that I struggle with it, but every once in a while, I may tip over and check something out, because the group of guys I hang around, somebody gonna send something on the phone just for fun, because I guess it's a man thing and it's what we do. And every once in a while, I look at something, and either sometime I could just be minding my own business, and then you know what, man, the urge come, the desire come, and I look at something. The last time I looked at something, man, I went to sleep that night. I had a dream about what I looked at, and that let me know that it had penetrated on the inside of me. It had got on the inside of me. I mean, I'm not addicted to it. But do I want to watch it? Nah, man, I really don't want to watch it. But it's just something in me that every once in a while I have to sneak a peek.
Man, to deny it is to really, isn't that to a certain degree to deny your humanity? I mean, to deny some people truly have no desire to watch porn, which blew me away. But hey, if that's you, then hey, that's you.
Is that you, Jermaine?
But yet, don't come to me crying about your wife ain't doing this and your wife ain't doing that and your house going downhill. Well, have y'all tried this? Have y'all tried it? No, man. We that's against our religion, man. Well, you better find what religion make your marriage work.
Right.
You talking all about your religion, but y'all don't do that. But yeah, you ain't happy with the bed situation, and your wife not wearing lingerie, and what have y'all been introduced to different? Have y'all introduced yourself into something different? I mean, same old routine that is gonna get old.
Well, yeah.
And you know what I take into play? I take that under the sense of when the Messiah said, because of your tradition, you cause my word to be of no effect. What tradition have you started in your relationship that's causing it to be of no effect? We have to think about that. If my tradition caused my relationship or the power that's behind the word of God to be of no effect, somebody's like, well, the word of God is always effective. Well, there is a situation where the word can be of no effect. And it's because of your tradition, you personally as an individual is not allowing it to penetrate where it needs to penetrate, so you causing it to be of no effect, right? You have to research your relationship, your marriage, and find out what is causing my marriage to not be effective the way I want it to be effective. What is causing the word of God to not be effective in my life? Have you become a religious individual to the point that it's not penetrating where it truly needs to penetrate? Oh, man. So, I ain't finna wake up, girl. I'm finna go to bed.
So you saying a couple that may be having sexual problems in their marriage should try watching porn? Anybody? Yeah, anybody.
I mean,
try something different.
I think it can go two ways. You can go a good way to where you can add something to your relationship or marriage, but at the same time, you can do it too much too as well. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because like sometimes you can be trying out something that you've seen on the porn flick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes that might not go. And
now, are you saying that as far as, are you communicating that with her, or are you keeping that from her?
Well, I would communicate it with her, but 9 times out of 10, I probably won't. Just keep it 100.
Well, the good thing.
So is it safe to say that you have the image of that particular individual in your head, other than your woman?
Nah. I'm not, like, I like looking at it for sometimes you might want to try something that you see. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I'm with you. Same thing it is with her just wearing a particular outfit.
Right.
The same thing with me wanting her to wear a particular negligee that I saw.
Right.
Lingerie or something.
or a new position.
But and not all about her blasting you saying, well, dang, who you saw with this on?
Right. Right.
She getting out there. You can't even introduce her to nothing because she's so insecure about, well, who you been talking to?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
You
But
know,
then again,
I mean,
on the flip side, what if she came to you about something that she wanted you to try? You know what I mean? Because they got stuff on there that women could try now.
Well, see, we talking to Jermaine, so that question
oh,
right
man.
there.
Man, I'm home, baby. I'm on the phone with Gary, and he's tripping.
Wow, Jermaine.
We go my wife right here. My wife right here.
Well, see, now, man, one thing about, I'm going to tell you something, man, when I...
Is everybody on the phone in a relationship, married or?
Yeah, I'm married. Of course, you know, T married. You married?
I'm kind of in the middle of a divorce right now.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So I do know that.
Did you watch enough porn?
I watch an abundance.
That might be the problem. Come on, baby. Let's try this. Get on your head.
Yeah, boy.
But
I
you
mean,
know,
because I was saying that to say, you know, answer that question to say, how long? How long has been the relationship?
well,
Because I mean, it becomes traditional.
Right.
Tradition, you know.
Well, see, Jermaine, that's why I take it a step
So you got to
farther.
introduce porn into that relationship to get it hot again.
man.
See, Jermaine, I take it a step
Mama,
farther.
do you have to introduce porn in our sex life to get it steamed up and hot again?
No.
Yes or no?
No,
Yes,
he talking to
sometime.
Vera. He talking to Vera's wife. What she said, Jermaine?
She said, yeah, look what she just said. What did you say, Mama? Yes, she said, yes, it what?
It depends on the person.
There you go.
Some people may be here, others may not.
There you go.
Man, Jermaine, I'm
And
telling
you
you, man.
satisfied with this thing right here, ain't you, Mama?
Well, you know what? Vera say anything right now.
But we don't need no
right,
strap
damn,
on.
She'll say anything while you right in front of her. Wait till she go in that room, see what she say.
Yeah, you would say anything in front of me, but wait till you go in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, I just at the level where I'm at now, I used to
Pizza, you gonna turn on?
when I used to engage and watch porn rather. It gave me an image, man. It gave me a false image. That's one of the things you got to watch out for. It will give you a false image. Like one of the main false images it gave me. Then it might not be a false image, but I'm gonna tell you what this one particular area of porn show made me feel insecure. When you see them big old dingoes coming in there,
Old big old bullhead.
yeah, man. You be like, man, what happened to me? Where was I?
You crazy.
Yeah. But you know, that ain't true right there. 'Cause you know what I'm saying? That ain't true right there, man.
And then, you know, it gave me, you know, it made me think that my old lady was because in the porn, the women always seemed like they was ready. Like the Joker come walk through the door and they just ready to get it on. So I kind of got that false illusion myself that, shoot, okay, man, my old lady always ready for it too, like that. And then I was in a lot of times for a rude awakening. Then I get mad and get pissed off, you know, because I felt like, you know, you should be wanting it right there when I'm there at that level.
Yeah.
Right. It definitely could give you a false sense of reality.
Yeah.
And when you go talk to your woman, she gives you a reality check.
Right. Exactly. Because if your old lady watching those flicks,
and now you sitting in the corner all mad at her because she ain't performing like they performing on the TV.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, that junk really used to mess with my
So
mind, bro.
it does give you a false sense of, you know, secure, false sense of, you know, reality. That's how I can look
About
at it.
sex, right?
right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, you watching a porn movie, and man, you watching this guy, man, and he drilling this chick, man. He seems like he going for hours and hours and hours, and I'm like, dang, man, something wrong with me? But then one day I had to realize they be cutting.
Right.
Then they put the scene together.
Right.
But then by the time we see it, it looked like, man, it just looked like, man, they superstars.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know that ain't true. You know what I mean? Boys can't hold out like that, man.
No, man. What's the average?
I say the average actor. You
Hey,
talking about
did you
foreplay?
already
No,
tell you
about foreplay.
Bernie Mac?
Well, with foreplay, you looking at about a good 45 minutes.
Bernie Mac
Yeah,
say
with-
50 pumps.
Yeah, with
50 pumps and I'm out.
Hey, I'm surprised Vera ain't left you with them 50 pumps.
You should have got yours at 25. 50, I'm out.
Oh man, I'm surprised Vera ain't left you with that type of food right there. You ain't even changed your position on them 50 pumps.
Hey,
Man, please, you,
Man, I remember
Who
one
got
time.
it? The
I remember
clock
one
done
time.
started.
One
Yeah.
time I had called Jermaine. We on the phone talking, right? And he probably gonna remember this. We on the phone talking. So, man, that wife I guess she was hot, right? So she like, get off that phone. She kept telling, get off the phone, get off the phone. So he talking, man, I'm finna get off the phone. We finna, take care of something. Man, he hung up the phone. Man, I swear it seemed like he called me back 2 minutes later.
That's what I mean. He got rid of them. He got rid of them 50 pumps in 2 minutes. And Jermaine, boy, you lucky. That woman love you, boy. She done hung in there 27 years with that foolishness you got going on.
Nah,
Hey,
man.
Hey, I mean, cause you know, the truth is that everybody's desire is different. Why sometimes she want it and you don't want it. Sometimes you want it and she don't want it.
That's a lie,
What you
Jermaine.
do
I
in that
want it all the
situation?
time. That's a lie. I want it all the time.
Well, it seems like most men do want it all the
Yeah.
time. Women different on that. I mean, they
So
real
what you
different.
do then, see, when she don't give it to you all the time?
Yeah, but see, that's not an issue.
Yeah,
Thank
that's not
God.
an issue with me, Jermaine.
That's not an issue with me because my
Yeah.
wife, whenever I want it, she tried to cater to my needs, and I try not to be overly on her like that. You know what I'm saying? I try to have consideration.
Sometimes
But-
you got to use porn to bridge
Yeah.
the gap.
Man, Jermaine, I'm gonna tell you, Jermaine, I want you to listen to me real
Y'all
good. What
play
you gotta
too
do,
much.
Jermaine? This is how
Y'all must be sitting up there watching porn right now. Y'all play too much.
Jermaine, this is how you keep your woman ready at all times. Are you listening? You listen to me good?
Yes,
You sitting down, you got your iced tea. You got your iced tea, listen to it.
I'm finna eat me some Popeyes red beans right.
Well, look, before you eat the Popeyes and red beets, I'm finna tell you how you keep them ready all the time. And this is what the brothers miss out on right here, Jermaine. The key to it is
You
eating
want the
booty.
key.
Eat
Man.
booty. If you eat booty, they
Hell
stay
no.
ready. I'm trying to tell you, that's the key. You got
Oh,
to
no.
eat the booty, man. You see, these niggas scared to eat booty, man. See, I ain't scared. I'm a realist. I'm a soldier for the sea. You don't know what you missing out on, Jermaine.
Oh man.
You don't even know what you missing out on, Jermaine. You talking about no. Hey, man, everything goes in the bedroom, Jermaine.
Nah,
Yeah, the bedroom
nah.
to America
Nah.
was the bedroom
On
under
the file, yeah.
Now you already know, man. The truth is, when you get freaky and horny like that, anything goes.
Right.
Right.
You looking any and everywhere. That's just true.
Yeah.
Well, Jermaine, if you gonna
But
go
just
down,
on a typical day to just roll over and just hit it, nah,
Jermaine,
nah.
you
Your
gonna-
ass gotta been came straight out the shower.
what you mean?
Nah, I take that back.
Wait a minute, Jermaine.
The tub.
I
You
gotta-
gotta sat in the tub.
What you mean?
Everything gotta be soaked.
What you mean? What's wrong with a little sweet musk?
Hey, you remember that, Jermaine? Coming up, sweet mud.
Yeah,
Hey, that's Big Bruh favorite
Yeah,
word there, boy.
that's all it is.
Man, yeah, that was
What's
Big
wrong
Bruh
with a
favorite
little
word there,
bit of
boy.
that, Jermaine?
I'm gonna let y'all handle that right there, Doc.
Man, you don't know,
tell my
Jermaine.
wife on.
You don't know what
Don't
you
tell my
missing out
wife
on,
back.
man. Jermaine, if you gonna go down, and you already close to the booty anyway. If you're down there eating that cat, you might well put
my
your
God.
tongue about an inch farther and be right on top of the booty. You already down there.
Father, hey, Father, he know not what he saying.
Y'all ain't be scared, Jermaine. You gotta go ahead. You already down there, Jermaine. What's an inch or
Getting
two?
hot and eating. Nah, he ain't talking about getting hot in the sexual moment eating booty, because my wife just said what y'all talking about now. So now they talking about eating booty.
Yeah, he had to correct that because
Make
he
it
know
to
that.
the same
Hey, he know tonight She when they get ready to go to bed, she gonna be like, you know that conversation sounded pretty interesting. You want to try that, baby?
Hey, Jermaine, all you gotta do is tie them dreads up and eat it. That's all you gotta do.
No, he gonna turn his hat back. Yeah, he gonna turn his hat back, man.
God.
You know, me and Jermaine, we go way back, bro. We go all the way back to high school, boy. Running trains and all that type of stuff, man. And
What?
they got there, and Jermaine, boy, have his hat forward. Then, man, we get when it's his turn, he turn the hat back.
Yeah, y'all better be broadcasting this podcast.
Oh my God, boy.
Y'all getting
Oh boy, I get you, man. You ready when you turn it back on, huh?
That be good standing over there in the corner beating at me trying to get it home.
God, no, Jermaine.
Yeah.
Well, Jermaine.
Yeah, somebody, come on, man, come on.
Man, I tell you what, man, Nard always had to go first, boy. I don't care who will win, boy. That joke was always going first. I'm going first.
It was one time we ain't throwing no names. There was one time where he didn't. Cause she wouldn't, cause I would.
Man, how about that time, man? I remember one time he went first, right? And man, that joker opened up that car though. Boy, it was so stinking, man. And then, everybody else was like, "Nah, that's all right." So he looking crazy, right? He had that crazy, you know how he used to have that crazy look on his face. He looking crazy, like, man, ain't nobody else gonna do nothing. Nah, man. Nah, bro. No, that's all you there. We don't want none.
It's time to go. I'm finna go.
God dang, Jermaine.
You be ready to go here.
Oh, boy.
Oh my God.
Oh boy. God,
I know you're
dog,
young,
boy.
man.
Man, Jermaine, what you think the first time when you ever was exposed to porn? What age?
Oh man, I already know I was young.
Yeah, I was too. What about you, T?
I was
Young,
I
yeah. That's
was
when you're
really-
looking at them hustling, them Playboy magazines.
Yeah.
Yeah, know what I mean?
What
Try
about
to
you?
sneak them back then. They had them behind the counter in the store.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you know, my mom and them had that little motel, that little 2-hour motel. They used to rent rooms out, so they used to keep them in the drawers in the hotel room, and I used to sneak in there and look at them. And yeah, man, I seen a whole bunch of stuff, crazy stuff going on out there, boy, at a young age.
So what kind of effect? Because, like, for example, sometimes they have a negative effect on individuals. When you don't know where they background, you don't know where they come from, and you wonder why a person act the way they act. And because a lot of them actually didn't have a good time. Their sexual experience on their first time wasn't a good time.
Well, shoot, my first time, Jermaine, I was molested by our next door neighbor, and it's like,
And see, it could turn some people into a sex maniac,
Yep.
and it turns
Yeah.
and it can turn some people into a goddamn I'm scared. Don't touch me. Don't
yeah.
Jermaine, you know what? The girls that Gary used to mess with, I think they were scared after he got done. And you know what? Hey, Jermaine, you know why they were scared? You know what they called him back in the day? Still ruined. Hey, Jermaine. This is the only nigga I know meat hit the bottom of the toilet, you know?
Podcast audience is all entertainment. It's just all entertainment, just for y'all to laugh.
Jermaine didn't want to blame it on him. He had a
disclaimer.
Hey, Jermaine, Gary want to blame it on he had a small toilet bowl. That ain't what it was.
Audience entertainment purpose only. Entertainment purpose only. Remember that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, entertainment purpose only. Man, but
y'all stay focused, man. I'm gonna ride out. I've been out here all day.
all right, man.
Y'all stay focused, man. Good call, man.
All right, bro.
Make the best of it. Stay
All right,
focused.
Jermaine, have a good. Hey, man, you know what time it is.
Yes, indeed. Turn off the lights. All right, man.
All right, man. Later.
Yo, Jermaine.
All right, but man, for me, at the level where I'm at right now, it ain't the same. And as I researched it and realized that how fake it is and the stuff that's going on in there for years, I thought it was real. I thought this stuff was real. And it just gave me a false image of what sex was really about. You get married, take that stuff in your marriage,
right?
And like Jermaine said, shoot, then your old lady bring you back to reality. Hey, this ain't how it go.
Yeah.
I'm not. When you walk through that door, I ain't just been lusting over you all day, and was waiting on you to come in the door, and I'm gonna attack you. Even though we wish it would be like that, but it's not always so. So porn just gave me a false image all around.
Yeah, I agree.
The only thing I was like, God, where them Joe get them big old dicks from?
Now that junk right there mess with my security.
You remember we seen that one joker? He had it tied around his waist. You remember that?
Nah, that joker had it tied around his neck. Hey, we seen this video on YouTube.
Shoot.
And it was these people, they was on safari and they was looking for this specific tribe,
Yeah.
right? So I guess they was a tribe with the big bull heads or something, right? So in the video, they showed them ride in the Jeep. And they stopped and they asked this African guy. Then you seen the African guy pointing down the street. Then they hop back in the Jeep. It's about 4 guys and 1 lady. They hop back in the Jeep. Then they go down a little ways. And then they see this group of men, right? This group of African black men, right? All of a sudden, man, you just see something from his neck fall down to the ground, right?
Yeah,
What?
literally,
yeah. He had it tied around his neck, and when he untied it, it just fell like an elephant trunk,
like a bridge.
Yeah, man. And when it hit the dust, it I guess it must have said poof.
That white lady, they like, you want some of that? She's like, oh no, I don't want none of that. I'm like, wow.
Ooh.
But man, shoot. But I don't know if these jokers in the industry, if they have surgery, if they really that endowed, or what you think about that? You think a lot of them have surgery?
I think a lot of them have surgery. Now there is some boys out there with some big bull heads on them, but I think most of it's surgery. You can take meat from your behind or your leg, put it on there, and make that head fatter. You know what I mean? I thought about doing it myself, man. Yeah, I had kind of thought about it myself. They say you can go to Miami and get anything done. Oh, boy. But, yeah, G, I don't think all them guys got nothing like that right there, man.
Man, but
no.
I don't know. For me, like I say, the level where I'm at now, on the spiritual level, trying to get my life right with the Lord. I'm already, I just want to get better, and
yeah.
I don't really think it's something that I should be doing on a regular basis or at all for that reason, because it does violate what God created or what He meant when He created the Institute of Sex. You know what I'm saying? So it creates lust, and I mean, for some people, they really have an addiction to that pornography, and man,
we know one.
Oh yeah, we do.
We were trying to get him on the podcast today. We couldn't get in touch with him. Ladies and gentlemen, he says porn is therapeutic.
Therapeutic for him. and over half the porn I get comes from this one individual.
Yep.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, cuz man, that boy off the chain, boy.
But you know what? I would like to get some women input on porn, and because I was surprised to hear that Jada Pinkett said she was addicted to pornography.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Because you don't really think that women, because most of the women that I dealt with, they like, man, I don't want to watch that junk. You know what I'm saying? But I was surprised to hear that an actual woman was addicted to porn. Right. I mean, I use it as a way to get them in the mood or whatever. But man, there's other ways. Foreplay. Right. But I guess that the foreplay don't come in because we don't have that romance in us, I guess. So we just want to get straight to the point. We don't want to take the time to go through all that foreplay and all that. We just want to wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Right. But we got to be considerate of our spouses as well
Yeah.
as our needs too.
What about when our spouses are?
You just got to be patient and wait.
Either that or beat that meat one.
Right, right.
Man, we not going to do that either. Because see, the thing about it is, you know, in the word, it really don't talk about whether masturbation is a sin or not. But if I had to think about it on my own thinking, I would have to think that
It's a sin.
it is. Right. And the reason that I would say that is because when you do it, you normally are lusting, or you put a visual image of another woman in your mind while you masturbating. So now you're actually lusting over another individual. Right. So that's what makes it a sin, because to just sit there and just all day long, ain't nothing gonna happen until it'll happen, but it's gonna take a minute for it to happen. But when you put a visual picture there,
right,
man,
get it over with.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, G, just a minute ago, I was looking at you while you was doing it. It looked like you a hell of a dice player.
Look like what?
A hell of a dice player.
Man, whatever.
Well, I bet you rolled the dice back in the day on the east side of Jacksonville, huh?
Yeah, I'll be glad when next week come here, when our girl come back, man. Gee, we miss you today. But man, I wrote down some things. Let me see. Pornography. Then I drew some lines. Pornography. Erotic thoughts where your wife should be. Leads to lust for other people. Temptation. Lust. Seducing spirits. Brings outside person into marriage mentally in your mind.
What you think about that? Like when people they get a third person to go into the marriage, because I know I don't know anybody personally, but I know like some people that I used to work with. Yeah, that they'll like it'll be a dude and a chick, and they want to get a chick, and they're the girl wants to try a girl out for the first time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they obviously had to be white.
Oh no,
black people do
brothers.
Brothers do that.
Yeah, they be doing that too.
Okay.
It just, man, when it come to something like that, color is not a barrier.
Not anymore.
Yeah, color is not a barrier.
It sure used to be.
Yeah, back in the day, I would say, that. But now, anything goes at this point.
Yeah, with this new generation here, because a lot of them, it's just the norm now to do stuff like that. So, man, a lot of them start out early. You know what I'm saying? They start out at 15, 16 years old. So by the time once you done experience it and open the door up to it, then the seducing spirits, they going to continue to keep coming. Right. So you going to start meeting people with that mindset. Then you just find yourself falling back into
further down in that hole.
Exactly.
Well, because our young people got computers now, and it's all over TV. Yeah. It's everywhere. Sex is everywhere. It's even in school. So...
Because, I remember when I used to be a teenager and I'd be on the phone, talking to a female, and you ask them what they wearing. You had to use your imagination.
Right.
Now
FaceTime
not using
all day.
They FaceTiming and, taking pictures on the phone and all that.
Right.
And, man, I would have gave my right arm back in the day.
What you think about stretch pants?
Oh, my God, boy. I tell you what, boy.
Yoga pants?
Boy.
Yeah, they nice.
You might as well not even have no clothes on.
Yeah.
Boy, whoever invented them, they are millionaires, billionaires, and everybody's wearing them. You know what? I was thinking about getting me a pair.
Still ruined. I don't know about that right there, boy. I don't know about that right there, man.
I was thinking about getting me a pair of them yoga pants, sure.
You ain't gonna be able to come over here no more. You my best friend, but you ain't gonna be able to come over here no more. I can't have that around here.
Man, everybody wearing them yoga pants, man. It's like, wow, and it's like you trying to keep your mind focused. But especially down in Florida, down south, you got the Daisy Dukes,
right?
Short shorts, you got the yoga pants, you got the halter tops. I mean, it's just
don't forget about the boy shorts.
Yeah, you got it's just so hard because it's so that dress code is so natural on a regular basis.
Right.
everyday, regular basis, especially down south, down here in Florida, man. You just, damn, boy, you have to walk around with your eyes closed.
That's why I have my dog glasses on. Yeah.
Man, and then who knows, man? For my son, it's getting worse. It's probably gonna get worse and worse.
Right.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, I mean, the way that I got a hold of pornographic material was there was a white girl up the street. I used to go to her house or whatever, and I used to search in their parents' bathroom, and there was like 2 big old stacks. I used to go over there and hey, I borrow those and take them to the house.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff like that. And then I had found my parents had some.
Wow.
Yeah. They had some old like 70 joints in there.
Yeah.
Old school. And they were still kind of fire though. But but now you can just open your phone up and just boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Whatever you want to watch.
Phone, computer, billboards, TVs, movies. It's just all over now, man. Well, you know what? I better not say that.
Go ahead and say it. It's the weekend, man. We got older listeners on here tonight.
We not gonna go there because then I get myself in trouble.
Oh, well, no, we don't need that.
Yeah, we not gonna go to that one. But we gonna keep it. We gonna keep it heterosexual.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think pornography affects marriages?
It can.
Like Jermaine said, it's probably based on the individual person.
Yeah, it can.
You get being addicted to it.
Right.
You know, you looking at that porn and then you want to go home and pound your wife.
Well, yeah, because you want to imitate what you see on there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Putting her in all them positions and all
Right.
that.
She might
Wait
not
a minute, what are you doing?
Exactly.
That hurt. You know, so yeah, I think it can affect your marriage, man, if you let it though. But like I said, it's an individual basis.
Yeah. Man, I guess we'll call it a podcast tonight. Anything else y'all want to say before we leave?
Y'all ain't talked about George Floyd yet?
No, we hadn't talked about him yet.
That could be on the next podcast.
Yeah, it'll be in a couple of podcasts coming up.
We don't want to talk about George Floyd with pornography. I don't think that'd be a good match.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but that'd be a good one, cause on the next one, man, we can sure address that right there.
What about the COVID-19 thing?
Yeah, we had talked about that. That was like one of the first ones we talked about.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah, so, we had a lot of good ones, man. Like I said, I just lost them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this all brand new, so we trying it out, trial and error. So
right.
We're gonna eventually get it. So the last one we did came out pretty good. So hoping that this one come out.
Yeah.
Next week, man, our girl be back. So she kind of adds the balance, the female point of view,
right,
to a lot of stuff that we talking about. So we definitely need that because I don't want to not leave out the ladies because, you know, we may say something that I totally disagree. Well, they got some backing on the show.
Right.
What?
Oh, Latrice,
you want to hit this mic real quick?
Yeah, come on. You know you got plenty to say.
Yeah, Do we need to be put in check on anything? I know you sitting over there listening. Do we need to be put in check? Are we good? We ain't good, but you just don't want to put us in check. That's what it is. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we gonna call this show. Y'all have a great day.